Welcome to Meet the Candidate with your host, Sue Lonnie Madsen. Meet the Candidate is your opportunity to see local candidates and hear about the experiences that have shaped their lives. Meet the Candidate is a nonpartisan community project brought to you by our friends at Greater Spokane Incorporated, Ponderosa Republican Women's Club, We Believe, We Vote, and Better Spokane. Now, here's Sue Lonnie.
Welcome to Meet the Candidate. My guest for this session is Mary May, who's running for the 4th Legislative District, Position 2.
Yes.
Welcome, Mary.
Thank you for having me. I appreciate you doing this.
I'm glad you could come in and take this opportunity to introduce yourself to voters. Can you start with just where did you grow up and get your early education?
Absolutely. I was born in rural Iowa, and I know from listening to some of the other candidates that there are plenty of military families.
It was a very common theme.
It was. Is my story as well. So we moved from Iowa when I was a child to California for my dad's Navy career. And I grew up in a community that was much like Spokane Valley and Liberty Lake in the areas that I'm running to represent. I was able to walk to school, walk to my friend's house, ride the bike to the pool in the summertime and to the recreation center. With my dad deployed a few times over my childhood, my mom and brothers and I were at home. And the importance of reaching out to community and making connections and helping each other was a big part of my growing up. And I think that formed a lot of who I am.
I think deployed families are very conscious of having that network around them.
Absolutely.
And the importance of that.
Yeah.
So after high school, did you go on to some other kinds of training or education experiences?
I did. My husband and I both went to San Diego State University. I took a degree in geography with an emphasis in environmental and resource management. The thing that I love about geography is the opportunity to look at a big picture and see relationships. And that is something that, again, I carry with me. And after graduation, I took some additional classes in public administration. My career has been in city planning and in policy work. I have worked in the city, the county, and the state level.
Okay. Well, that sounds like if you've been interested in geography, that perhaps you've also done some travel. Is there some interesting travel that has influenced your view of the world?
I have been able to travel, and that's something that I am so grateful for. The travel experience that speaks to me the most and that really informs me, who I am, consists of family trips that we took with our family, my husband and I and our 2 kids, when they were growing up. For 12 years in a row, we went with 5 other families to Yosemite National Park, and we camped for a week. And the chance to just get away from everyday life, to have the kids, there were 24 kids and 12 adults. So
your own kid traveling camp.
We were. But to see them get a chance to be out in the country, out in the wilderness, get a chance to challenge themselves, that's something that informs what I want to see for all kids, in addition to good education and opportunities like that.
Okay. One of the things that I like to ask people about is their first job, your first early work experience. Where did you first make that connection between work and money?
I am the only daughter of 4 kids. So I have 3 brothers, and 2 older, 1 younger. We all had paper routes. So when I was 12, it was my time to get my own route. And the opportunity to get up early in the morning to deliver those papers, be responsible, to go out on the weekends and knock on doors and collect the money, which is something I don't think you get to do anymore.
No, it's
and then to have to have a bank account at 12 and 13 and to be responsible. It taught me a lot about how to make good decisions with money. The other thing about being raised in a family with 3 brothers is it taught me to hang tough. I had to stand up to them. And while I know that I might be soft-spoken, I wouldn't let that fool people. I know how to hold my ground, and I think that will serve me well in the legislature as well.
Okay, so that brings us to what prompted you to run for the legislature.
I have 25 years experience, as I said, in planning, city planning, and in policy work. When I took a look at the duties of this job, of the requirement, the need to look at issues, to listen to constituents, to pull diverse groups of people together, the stakeholders that may help us figure out the path forward, and to come up with positive solutions that make sense for people. I thought, yes, that's what I want to do, that's what I can do, and there was no looking back after I made that decision.
All right, well, we've come up to that last minute, your opportunity for your elevator speech, your pitch as a candidate.
Yeah.
Why should people vote for you for the office of state representative?
The office of state representative is very important. It's my job to listen to my constituents. It's my job to find out reasonable answers, to fight for the resources that we need here in the Fourth. I feel strongly that we need strong representation in Olympia. I am not shy about standing up, and I don't want to back down from difficult conversations. I believe we're stronger united. I believe that we have a variety of people here that we need to represent, and I'm so excited to be able to have this opportunity. The chance to continue my public service in this way is just very exciting. I want to make sure that the people of Eastern Washington, especially the 4th Legislative District, are given the resources that they deserve. And we receive our fair share, not only of attention at Olympia, but of the resources and support for our own particular issues. And that's why I think people should vote for me. I'm ready to step up, and I'm ready to do this.
Right. Well, I wish you a happy campaign season and
Thank you.
lots more knocking on doors.
That will happen. Yes,
and
indeed.
at least you've had experience with that. Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Thanks for watching Meet the Candidate. Spokane Talks thanks our community-minded partners, Greater Spokane Incorporated, the Ponderosa Republican Women's Club, We Believe We Vote, and Better Spokane for helping make Meet the Candidate possible.